why meditate? What's the reason to meditate? And people say it's to have a still mind, it's to do this, it's to find the Buddha nature, and so forth. But maybe, and then I've also said, well, it's an endum. It's just there that, in a way, is requiring to be done without having a particular goal in mind. But what if I went further and I said that it's an instinct? To meditate is an instinct. Now, why eat? Well, you can say it's to give us nutrition and so forth, yes, but it's an instinct that will give us nutrition. So what if we just said that the reason to meditate is because you are gratifying an instinct? Now people argue about, was Freud right when he called this an instinct and this is a true instinct? I don't want to get involved in all the arguments about what is an instinct. But if we just go with the American Heritage Dictionary, an inborn pattern of behavior. An inborn pattern of behavior that is characteristic for a species and is often in a response to specific environmental stimuli. An inbuilt pattern of behavior. That means a neurological requisite. Now, the origin of the word instinct is from the root steig, which means to stick or something pointed. For example, steak comes from this because you cooked it on a spit. And have words like instigate, stigma, distinguish, ticket, tiger, and so forth. Stitch, stick, etiquette. It's all this idea of pointedness, to sticks, to point, pointedness. So, an instinct is this pricking, this instinct, this drive inside us, this being sort of stuck. Get on with it, get on with it, come on, get on with it, get on with it. An inborn pattern of behavior, as is, for example, a child, as is sucking, as is a child crawling, as is walking. These are inborn patterns of behavior at a deep level, which are required for the, shall we say, the survival, in the best sense of the word, of the individual, of the species. Where would we be without the inborn pattern to crawl, to walk, to talk, to eat, and so forth? So if you look at instinct this way, meditation this way, it's not just something that we then put on the top and choose to do, but it's an instinct that is within all of us, that is driving us, sticking us to get on and do it. And to not do it is an instinct denied. So the proper question is not why meditate, but why are you not? So it's like, don't ask, why are you eating? Why do you eat? Instead, ask the anorexic, why aren't you eating? Why aren't you gratifying this instinct? Can't you feel that point being stuck into you? Come on, eat, eat, eat. And as we would say, not eating is pathological, denying an instinct. so is not meditating. Now, you can overeat, you can overindulge an instinct, but that's when it's ceased to become an inborn pattern to help us through life. It's now become destructive. Right? But so I can turn the whole thing around. Don't ask me why meditate, because it's like Everest. It's there to be done. It's there requiring to be done. That's the ending of it. And not doing it is denying the release of this basic instinct. So why do we have to have the basic instinct to meditate? I believe it's because it's one of the ways that we overcome our neurology. The basic neurology, disturbed neurology of the birthing trauma. As the sucking instinct will help to overcome it, as the crawling instinct will, as the walking instinct, when properly carried out, will. You know, this, after all, was the crawling and the walking was what Raymond Dart showed. And it's to correct this twisting of the body. Remember how he showed us that I believe is a consequence of the birthing trauma. Of course, the sucking has other instincts. It's gratifying as well. And we can say that meditation is another instinct which is helping us to overcome the birthing trauma, because it's helping us to correct the neurological disturbance which causes us to misprocess and give us so much of our difficulties throughout life. So, when it's defined as an inborn pattern of behavior, that means it's a neurological pattern of behavior given to us, at least in part, to overcome the imposed neurological pattern of behavior caused by the birthing trauma. So, why meditate? Because it's an instinct. It's as simple as that.